is going on today? How are we all doing there, Strength Family? Hope you guys are doing good. Woo! Today is leg day. Getting some more. Hitting those leg extensions after a glorious day of squats. Felt good. Kicked this butt. Woo. Woo. Oh, I can feel exactly where that bar was. Had it in there pretty tight. Got a new bar. Knurling is aggressive, but love it. Whew. So anyways, yep, moving on to leg extensions. Playing around with some footing for leg extensions. This is one thing I could suggest to you guys trying. It's just not a simple, keep the feet pointed straight out, feet straight up and all. Play with your ankles. It's just like playing with your feet when you squat. When we go real close and we're trying to work a little bit more of that outer sweep, we're bringing the heels in and we're kind of ducking out. Some of you might not know, but it's called like a plat squat where you're real close together, focusing on that outer sweep. One that like Jay Cutler has thrown up to where the difference between here and then pointing your foot forward is you're going to hit a little bit more of that top side of your quadricep. So at that point, play with it a little bit. When you're going through, say you're going to do 4 sets, well, play around with it. Have your feet up, have your feet out. Turn your feet in, point your feet. See if you feel something. Like I said, self-coach. We're trying to strengthen our mind too, to know how our body's going to react and what movements and what lifts work best for our body. So play with these. And obviously, don't go super heavy when you're trying to figure things out. But when you finally settle into something, it's like, okay, I want to give that one a try. Well, then start to, give it a progressive overload. So, gonna hit another set. Whew. This one, I'm gonna point my feet forward. And again, that is going to fire a little bit more of that top side of that quad up in here. If you start playing with your feet, like I said, we take our feet, we turn them out, we turn them in. You can turn them in and try to work a little bit more of that outer hit, that outer sweep. And for me, I do feel a difference. I do feel a difference in manipulation of my feet. To say that I'm shutting this down and I'm firing this off, or I'm shutting these down and I'm firing this off. No, you're not. I just believe that you're putting more emphasis on those particular spots. You know what I mean? To where if you were on a scale, you're just putting a little bit more on one side to kind of just to even the playing field out a little bit. So again, play around with that. Give it a try. Go grab another weight. Give me a second. And that is all I'm going to fit on the leg extensions. And yes, it's not a latest and greatest, I can go to 500 pounds and just by clicking a pin. No, this is an old-fashioned leg extension, kind of a cheap one, but it's still something. Again, to show you guys at home, where you can go out to a Dick's Sporting Goods or MC Sports, I don't even know if they're still around, and be able to find things, that will work for you, that will still, give you the benefits that you're looking, to get out of these things. Squat rack over there in the corner, that was Dick's Sporting Goods when COVID hit. And all the gyms were closed and all that. Well, that's why all of this downstairs started to become something. And, like I said, that was Dick's Sporting Goods. The bar, it's probably hard for you guys to see, but way, way over in the corner Over by the furnace room over there, I mean, that's the bar that we got with whatever, 300 pounds worth of weight. And then I just had some, general, what is it, Ivanko's, that I had that I just kind of threw in the mix. Same thing with the dumbbells and all that over here. It's just bits and pieces. I mean, for a home gym, this is not a super expensive home gym. And a lot of people think that you got to spend all this, tens of thousands of dollars. You can get a home gym and do pretty well, like the cable machine over here. I bought this thing on eBay. Or no, I'm sorry, on Amazon. It's like, I don't know, 200 bucks. Something like that. This bench, found it on Marketplace. You can do pretty well just going to Marketplace alone and finding some of the stuff, and you can build, a hell of a body doing it. The biggest thing is you putting the work in. You can have all the latest and greatest and fancy dancy crap that you want to get, but if you ain't putting in the work, what's the damn point? You know what I'm saying? So this one now, I'm gonna take my feet, I'm gonna tip them in. I'm gonna try to work a little bit of that outer. Woo! Oh, loving it, loving it, loving it. Ooh. So, like I said, you got to put the work in. You got to bust your butts. You can watch all the inspiration you need on YouTube and TikTok and all that, but if you're not down there putting in the work or at the gym putting in the work, you're not going to get anywhere. You can take all the supplements in the world, you can take all the gear in the world that you want. It still boils down to the fact of putting in the hard damn work. And if you don't do that, you're not going to gain. You're not going to get pet popping power. But you're pissing in the wind. So before you decide to do all that crazy shit, like I said, come back to basics. If you can muster up, 500 bucks or, maybe you're going to the gym right now and you can possibly save up $1,000. I tell you what, it's nice not having to wait for people to get off of stuff to where you can go over and do whatever you want. It's really nice. You can work at your own pace. You can play the music as loud as you want. You can take all the time that you need on the squat rack. It's nice, but I can't say I don't miss the camaraderie and bullshitting with the guys at the gym. And hey, some of you out there are watching this, miss you guys. But it is nice being able to be home, get the workout done. When I'm done here, bam, I can go upstairs. I can take my recovery. I can get my dinner in. I can get all that stuff done. And it's a little more convenient. But I guess the beginning portion is the inconvenience of you got to save up the money to be able to do it. But I tell you what, you save up $1,000 and you can start getting things. And for some people it's like, okay, well, I'll go to the gym for squat days, but on like arm days and maybe bench press day, I'll have stuff sitting at home. And you slowly make that transition over to being able to lift at home. And it is nice. And you will find that you have to create that excitement. Some people need the atmosphere of the gym and need people around them to, charge them up. Like, I need pre-workout in the beginning to, really get up and get moving when, it's really in you. You got to be able to light your own fire. It shouldn't be up to somebody else at the gym or anything like that for the inspiration to keep you moving. Then that means you have a better possibility of quitting, and that's not good. That's already putting a hitch in your step. So, all right, I'm gonna do another one. Got any more room on here? No, I don't have any more room. So this one now, like I said, I did this. Now I'm gonna take my feet and I'm gonna open them up this way. So, and like I said, try all these. started with a point, then I was out. I'm sorry, then I was in. Now I'm going to be out. On the last one, I'm going to keep my feet up. So here we go. So this one, like I said, I'm going to duck them out. Woo, yeah. Oh, gotta love that burn, love that burn, love that burn. Oh, that's glorious. Like I said, the only thing that burns like that for me, shoulders. Oh, that's good stuff though. It's intoxicating. But yeah, hard to push yourself like that and not fall in love with it. Whew, you'll be thanking yourself in 2 days when you can't get up from the shitter. Hey, somebody help me. Oh. So, again, and the nice thing is, say you don't want to go super heavy, you don't want to push it that hard. Well, then break this down into a superset. Break it down to where maybe you can get 15 and you do it for 10, so you save a little bit in the tank. Well, then go over to the wall and do, hack squat rollers, or, possibly do, step ups, or, something to keep it going to where you can burn out in that area. Maybe lunges, something in that area to where, you're going to keep that drive. Some people just don't want to work, the crazy power side and things like that, to where it's not mobility, but you're working, it wouldn't even be a bodybuilder-ish way. Your size and strength isn't the name of the game for you. You want to be fit, you want to be durable, but you're not trying to push it to that limit, which I don't totally agree with. I like doing what I'm doing, but I have friends that are, hey man, I have no need to try to get as big as possible. I don't want to get big old monster quads. I don't want to have to put baby lotion, in between my thighs because my legs are chafing together and, stuff like that. It's like, I don't want legs like that, or I don't want arms that big, or, which is very few and far between. But then that's where I would start saying going into supersets and working more turning it into somewhat of like cardio, where you're still going to get some benefit from it, but you're not working on the size and the strength. I guess you're working more on just the stamina and the long range durability. But again, I like doing that at the end. So to each his own. And this is just one itty bitty tiny little weeny little thing that you can throw in your arsenal to get some sort of a benefit out of. For the strength, for size, for the durability, it'll cover it all. Because it's magical. What do we need to use? Imagination. So, last one. Feet are going to be up. Here we go. Oh, that was only my ankle. Don't need that for doing leg extensions. All right, here we go. Oh shit, come on. Oh, come on, motherfucker. Oh. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. Oh. Woo. Oh. Oh, you gotta fucking trash that shit. Ooh, when you know you're done, put it all on the table. Don't leave, oh god damn. Woo! Don't leave nothing on the table, man. Whew. For me, oh, it's another week until I get to do this again to myself. That's cardio. Just frickin' strip that shit down, get as many as you can. Bust your ass. Keep the body going. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm not used to that. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh God, you stripped it again. I'm not used to that. Keep it going. Trash yourself. You want to grow, you got to just destroy yourself. Just like in the beginning, for those of you out there that have, you know, say got a couple of years in of lifting. When you first started, everything was just hard, extreme. You're achy the next day. It felt like you trashed yourself every single day. Well, you built up a tolerance for that after so many years. When's the last time you did that to yourself? Just like those let's say that first month of lifting where there was a desire to want to get bigger and want to get stronger. Because that's the name of the game. Why the whole purpose of why you go into the gym is not just, one of them is, yes, losing weight. But the reason why we lift weights is to be bigger and stronger than what we were yesterday, a week ago, a year ago. So, you can argue the fact all you want, but the purpose of lifting weights and doing all that is to get stronger and get bigger. So you had that determination, you had that drive, say your first month out. Well, all of a sudden you start getting comfortable. Say you equal the normal people that are in the gym, and at that point it's like, okay, well, I'm in with the herd. You know what I mean? Now I don't feel like the weakest guy in the gym and everybody's looking at me because I'm only curling 15 pounds or I'm, doing whatever. And then all of a sudden you get into that stream of everybody else. Well, once a lot of people get there, they don't push themselves past that. So that's what I mean by that first month of how hard you tried to just get into the norm of everybody in the gym. Well, what about if you want to get into the norm of what you see on YouTube, or you see, influencers and things like that, and you want to start getting to where they are or beyond, some of your big power lifters, or even, there's bodybuilders out there that are phenomenally strong. And maybe some of those guys that you're following, like, hey, well, he benches this, he looks like this, maybe I could get there. Whatever your motivation is that you need, follow it. But the biggest thing is, again, when's the last time you treated yourself like that? A lot of times we get into that normalcy, we get into that stream of where kind of everybody else is in the gym, or, hey, I'm now curling 35s, that's pretty strong. That seems to be what everybody else says is good. Fuck what everybody else says. What do you say? Are you happy with it? Do you wish you had a little bit more of this, a little bit more strength, a little bit more size? Well, if you do, you got to go back to how you treated yourself that first month and destroy yourself. And keep doing that over and over and over. You're going to need maintenance and you're going to need rest days. And that's where you got to listen to your body and make sure you're eating right, you're getting the right amount of recovery, the right amount of sleep, so you can torture yourself and put yourself through that regiment. That's how you're going to get bigger. That's how you're going to get stronger. There's no science to this. That's the name of the game. Then the details are the workouts that you do and everything inside that. But the name of the game is that right there, is that it's your drive to be bigger, better, stronger, faster than what you were. So, hope you guys are getting out there, getting at it, kicking the shit out of it. Hopefully you guys enjoy your New Year's. And I tell you what, I'm going to see you guys on the flip side. I got to pick up all these 25s that I tossed on the ground. Oh, got some chicken to make, got some recovery to do. Oh yeah. So please, again, like, subscribe. I will see you guys on another one. Don't forget to ring that bell. All right? You guys have yourselves a good one, and I will see you again. See ya.